Right, welcome back to Tales from the PowerAge. How are you doing, chaps? You good?
Yeah, good. Cheers.
All good, thank you.
Right, tonight we're going to talk about one of our heroes, David Coverdale, and do a bit of a tribute special. So we're going to talk about his back catalogue, the songs that resonate most with us individually. We're going to share some memories around some of the live shows we've seen. We've got a couple of little bits of merch that we're going to share with you, and hopefully you'll get into it and you'll get involved by putting your comments, giving us a like, giving us a subscribe, hitting the hell's bell, or if you've had a few beers, you might want to buy us one as well, and you can do that by hitting the thanks button. So for those of you that have already, really, really appreciate it. For all of our existing subscribers and followers, thanks for all your support. We really love the interaction. It's fantastic. And that's what makes us keep this going, right? So we really, really enjoy it. So shall we get into David Coverdale tribute, who, as you'll probably be aware, has officially formally retired from music. And what a loss he is. He's been absolutely fantastic. So let's get into it.
Well, we just put a few slides together of prompting our good memories of young DC. So, we've got stuff there right from the early days. It looks really cool. And then into the 80s and 90s. Well, probably just the late 80s on this slide, actually.
If any of you follow him on X or look at his socials, he's constantly harping back to his place of his childhood and birth.
He claims he's a Yorkshireman, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He is from Yorkshire, Gav. He's from North Yorkshire.
Yeah, of course
There
he
you
is.
go. You were right.
God's own county.
God's own country. Yeah, no, he's a top lad, and he does refer to that occasionally, just like obviously Def Leppard do and others from that neck of the woods. But Saxon, yeah, it's a rich pastures of metal, just like Birmingham. Yeah, I thought I'd put together a bunch of records from his illustrious career, and obviously famously in his 20s got to replace Ian Gillan in the Deep Purple band. 2 albums in 74, actually, Burn and Stormbringer, both of them classics. And obviously recently he did in the last 10 years, he did a Purple tribute album with all of the songs he did in Purple under the Whitesnake banner, which is down the bottom there. This isn't an exhaustive list. This is because I've missed out some of the recent stuff because he's done a hell of a lot of kind of re-releases and reconfigurations. But so we take through the period of the 70s when he's in Deep Purple, and then a couple of David Coverdale solo albums, the best of which is called North Winds.
Correct.
And then we start getting a bit more snaky because he does the Trouble album and the white EP that came before that, which was called Snakebite, which is that. Always white vinyl. And that's where this logo first appears. It's on my T-shirt. And then just a bunch of classic albums from then on, really.
So when what's album, you'll know this, Strabo, what album's Wine, Women and Song on?
Come and get it.
Come and get it.
What year was that roughly, do we know?
81. 81.
So that my earliest memory of Whitesnake is, I think it was Gav, it was you, playing that at school. That's the first time I'd come across them, was hearing Wine, Women and Song on the tape deck. Gav had it, whenever it was.
This very record.
One of the first songs he taped for me.
Yeah, and I remember him playing it. And I said, "What are you doing? What you got there?" And we're all listening to stuff. And it's the first time, and I remember the voice. It's just the voice, and that song. It was so cheeky. It's quite nice having. I actually can say, yeah, that was my first memory because it was then. So cheers for that, Gav. It's funny, little things that stick in your mind.
To hear "Kiss My Ass."
Yeah.
As a 12-year-old, it was.
We thought it was the ultimate, didn't we? Because he says don't give a toss as well.
No, that was it. It was great.
Yeah, signed by
he didn't shy away from that stuff like that. On Black and Blue, we can do some lines because it's all right.
Don't know what he's talking about.
No idea.
So this was my first Whitesnake.
Yeah, and me.
And it's still my favourite. It's absolutely brilliant. So this one's signed by Bernie Marsden,
Very nice.
which is very cool. No idea who John is, by the way, but it's very cool. Very cool. And of course you got. I mean, there were a couple of albums. This one in particular, you had "Live in the Heart of the City," which is brilliant. It's absolutely amazing. With "Live in the Heart of the City," it's just such a great live album. It's absolutely.
Yeah.
And the crowd sound brilliant as well. Of that era, Saints and Sinners probably not the best of the bunch, even though a nice little merch sheet on that one as well.
Probably the least well received, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you're probably right. But this is quite nice. This is an American import of Love Hunter, and again signed by Bernie Marsden.
Across the butt cheeks.
Yeah, cheeks,
Brilliant.
Bernie Marsden. Brilliant, absolutely super. But again, another great album, "Walking in the Shadow of the Blues."
Because he had the good fortune to be produced by Martin Birch during
Correct.
that period.
Yeah.
And the production he's got on Ready and Willing and Come and Get It, for me, peak productions. I absolutely love it. Everything sounds brilliant.
Especially Neil Murray.
Yeah, his lyrical bass playing. I mean, Ready and Willing is important to me because I basically learned to drum to this album. And there's a lot of different styles on it. It's good for a young man to learn to play drums too. And then when you got Come and Get It, you've got even more taxing stuff like Hot Stuff and Wine, Women and Song and Child of Babylon. So good.
Amazing.
Such a brilliant.
Yeah.
So we totally grew up in that era, as you will know. I missed really in real time Deep Purple. I was aware of it, but my brother was much more of a Gillan fan. So he fell off the wagon when DC joined, just because classic Mark II lineup is perceived to be the greatest lineup. But yeah, we were talking earlier that some of us first introduction was this puppy.
Yeah, certainly
yes.
mine.
Yeah, with Ready and Willing being on side 2. I mean, this was a great introduction for a lot of people because
100%.
it was TV advertised. It literally is a K-Tel. People make jokes about K-Tel albums, but imagine K-Tel doing a metal album, advertising it on telly. It really was groundbreaking stuff.
Yeah,
And I think that might have been the first time I'd heard AC/DC as well.
Yeah,
It's just brilliant.
brilliant, good stuff. And on the Saints and Sinners, you're right, Gaps. It probably wasn't the best received, but ironically, it's got his biggest selling song on it, "Here I Go Again," and that's probably enough to have bought his big pad at Lake Tahoe, I think, over in.
Yeah, but it's only his best-selling song when it was re-recorded.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter though, does it? It's still the song from that album, which is written for.
Yeah, 100%.
And
Still
Crying in the Rain.
Yeah, great tune.
That made its appearance again later on.
yeah.
Let's see, "Here I Go Again," signed by Mickey Moody. The later album, my last really favourite album that they released, it's probably sacrilege because 1987 was so popular, but it have to be Slide It In. Just super record. And Cozy Powell's absolutely on fire, isn't he? And that record just holds it all together. It's just, if you don't tap your foot to that album, well, there's something wrong with you, I reckon. I think it's absolutely brilliant throughout.
Some of the greatest innuendos in the world.
Questionable lyrics, maybe.
Slide it in, spit it out, slow and easy.
Can I just say, this must be an EP.
It's definitely an EP. It's got 3 songs.
Exactly. How did
that can't be. It would have been our EP special, wouldn't it?
Well, we did an EP special, but don't forget the rules were it didn't have to be on anything else. That's on the album.
There you go. Well done, Gav. Thank you kindly for that.
I know my rules.
So you're the rule maker.
No, Gappy's found out who makes the rules.
Makes up as he goes along. So, on that note, should we have a reflection on some of the live memories?
What a good idea. Tell us your favourite album in the comments, guys.
Yeah, please do. So there's a couple of programs there from back in the day. Gav and I went to this one in 1987. night before New Year's Eve, which was cool.
Mm.
I think we shared the story before we found a wallet, and then I found a wallet. We gave it back.
Oh, it was that one, was it?
Yeah, 2 Def Leppard tickets after that. But one thing I was thinking about this afternoon, he gets some great support acts, doesn't he, David Coverdale? I mean, this one was MSG at this gig.
Yeah.
Which was huge. Then you've got obviously that the lineup with some of the support acts at Monsters of Rock, which isn't necessarily down to Whitesnake and Mr Coverdale.
Well, this was actually he handpicked.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Because he was riding so high, and there's also a combination of it being EMI as well with the Choir Boys number. But he was a big fan of Thunder.
Stable mates.
Nice merch sheet in there as well.
Isn't that amazing, Gav? I didn't know that. Along with Dill, I didn't realise that for 1990. But when you think about it, his stock, as you say, it was so high.
Yeah.
It was so high. It makes complete sense now you said
That's
it.
quite cool, actually. Don't remember seeing that. Let me big it up.
Yeah, it's quite good looking through some of these old programs.
Yeah, so that's all your EMI there, because Poison's on Capitol, which is EMI in the States. So even more EMI for your money. You and Jam, didn't you go to Whitesnake Gary Moore?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we might do a special on, because it was pretty darn good by all accounts.
It was that I was going to raise it. That's one of my favourite. It was just random, wasn't it, Dill? Random time for it to happen. It isn't on that poster, but Y&T opened up, so it was Y&T first. And when I saw them, I haven't seen Y&T for a little while, so I was so chuffed with the bill. Y&T, then Gary Moore, and that was the Scars album. I really like that album. It's just sort of a one-off, and it was great that night, Gary. And then Whitesnake just ripped it up, didn't they? They were brilliant.
Oh, brilliant, really, super.
Really brilliant that night. It was a really, really good night. And it was strange. They went under the Monsters of Rock moniker, but it was at Wembley Arena, and it's like, what is this? And it worked really, really well. It's great.
So was Gary Moore playing his rock stuff then?
Yeah, well, it's the Scar. Did most of the Scars album, which is really great. It's really quite heavy. It's got great bass in it as well. It was a really great record, and Gary was just doing something a bit different, which I always like anyway. So no, it's a really great night. I think it will.
Just a really random gig, wasn't it? Random tour that with Y&T and Gary Moore, which was brilliant. So we've got a couple of signed posters as well from that night. So signed by all the band. There he is, Mr Coverdale. This was his last ever show in London.
It was there.
No, it was. That was.
Was it really?
London. Yeah, he was retired, didn't he?
Because the tour got cancelled after that. Yeah.
Ah, right, okay.
So that was definitely his last.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it might be in Glasgow or Manchester after this.
Yeah.
And then to Europe, and then it petered out. But do you know what? The memory from this one, it was pretty rammed, the O2, because that's where it was. A couple of great support bands in Europe and Foreigner, who were both brilliant on the night. But the reaction to Dave was just brilliant. And even though he couldn't sing the high notes, he had support singers either side of the stage. The band were really going for it, and the audience were all singing along. It was great. Yeah, really good. It was a really good nostalgic night. Little did we know that would be it was the farewell tour. Little did we know, because we've seen so many farewell tours, and exactly. It's the farewell tour part 1 or part 2. But that really was it. So I feel really pleased I went to that. And as you
kind of missed one out as well, actually, because me and Jan went to this one.
Yeah,
which was 2003, and the video's shot at Hammy-O, and we're in the crowd. You can see it if you're keen-eyed enough. But that was kind of this. You reminded me, Dill, because this was very nostalgic as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was, he really embraced his old catalogue and what the British fans would like. Probably completely different to what he would do in the States, and we lapped it up.
That night, and again, it was at Hammersmith. It was at Hammersmith Odeon, and there's certain gigs that I remember, and certain ones that I try to remember. That one, I really vivid memories of that one, Gav, because it was such a special night. We've spoken about this before. If you get a live album or you get a live DVD from a show you were at, or if it was played on the Friday Rock Show and you managed to tape it, or it's amazing how it just backs up all of your memories. I know it's obvious, but it's great. And that was in that way. But I remember us being stood. Do you remember we were stood there, and we used to. Obviously, we loved Tommy Aldrich, the drummer. But do you remember we were having a joke and a laugh and saying, let's look forward to Tommy, who famously hits the drums very hard, especially in a live setting. And we looked at each other and said, do you reckon they'll play Is This Love tonight? How do you reckon his old soft hands will be on that one? And it was brilliant. Even when that came on, it was he smacked the hell out of them drums to Is This Love.
I noticed this the other day.
It sounded great.
Spot the obvious mistake. Guitars are back to front.
Yeah. Ah, so it's inverted then.
Yeah. How stupid is that? That's actually on the DVD cover.
Yes, that was either 2017 or 2019. I can't remember which year it was, but they were on with Def Leppard. So Def Leppard headlined. I think it was the Friday night, and Whitesnake played as well.
We did that, didn't we?
Yeah, the one I remember of that. Just singing out "Love Ain't No Stranger." I was in sort of the middle, just enjoying a few beverages and just singing my heart out to it. It was absolutely brilliant. And there were some Opeth fans, I think they were, stood near us thinking, what on earth is going on there? It was like proper classic rock. But yeah, I mean, I've always loved Whitesnake. I think they're absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, they're one of my bands that I collect, so if I do see something that I haven't got, or I've got a note in my phone of ones I still haven't got on 7-inch, 12-inch, got all the vinyl. But yeah, I would still buy a rare or an odd version of a Whitesnake album. I mean, these are my singles. We've got plenty.
But Dill, I think you hit the nail on the head, Dill, with the with how it feels when you're at a live. Anyone that's watching this is going to know this anyway. But when you're watching a Whitesnake live show, I think it's the fact that you've got the vocals, and you'll be able to hear them because David Coverdale, you've got to hear his vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Gaps and I, we often talk about you long to be able to hear the vocalist above everything. Mm-hmm. And the great thing, as you said, Dill, I think you just said it, they're a band that you really do sing the words to, and you just let them out with such emotion, I find. And I think that's why it makes it such a special night. You have a drink, you go with your pals, you go with your mates, and he played banging tunes that you wanted to sing back to, didn't you? And it made it really special when you went to a Whitesnake.
Great tunes, brilliant memories. And he was maligned a little bit in the 80s for a while because Robert Plant they had a bit of a tiff, didn't they? And he was called him David Cover Version for a while. I don't know what they made up, but look, he certainly deserves his seat in the pantheon of rock gods in my mind. I think he's made some brilliant records. And you saying you collect? I didn't realise I collected Whitesnake, but alas, it looks like I do because
you didn't.
Well, you've got a couple of weird ones as well, like this one, haven't you? And there's no reason for you to have that unless you're a collector.
Yeah, I have got that. I've got this random one as well. This promo is
that's the one you're going to give to me.
Yeah, with Marillion on the B-side.
Yeah.
That's right. It's a French one, which is pretty bizarre.
I've got another French one here. This was kind of, even though the picture's really early, it's got later stuff on it.
Yeah.
Where's that Nerd Alert thing gone?
Yeah, where's Nerd Alert for God's sake?
Might be able to find it. Probably boring.
But anyway, there you go. So what we're going to do now, and please get involved in the comments and tell us your favourite.
Hey.
We've all picked our favourite tunes from Mr Coverdale's back catalogue. We're going to just give a couple of sentences on each song and why we find that so special. So shall we go to those though, Gavin? And Jam, I think you're up first.
Yeah, Give Me All Your Love from the 1987 album. This was always my favourite, and I used to. Everyone always knew this, Gaps. Everyone knew this is my favourite. And if it's just that when it came on live, it got me going big time. And when I think about why, I was thinking for this pod, why is it so special? I think it's because it's the ultimate love. It's the ultimate love/lust song. It's a love song.
It isn't a ballad.
Well, no, there's a difference. I've realised because all of my tracks turn out to be love songs, but it's not a ballad. Who needs a ballad? But it was exactly how I felt at the time. I was 18. I can remember how it felt then. And I fell in love/lust regularly, obviously, because I was 18. There were so many people out there to meet and to fall in love with. But the overriding fact is his voice on this is so good, and the lyrics and the way he delivers it live, and especially when it comes around to it slows down and give a your love tonight, and then he wants to go and he builds it back up, and at that point I reach hysteria when I see him live. So yeah, Give Me All Your Love's my first of a top 5, and it's brilliant.
Gaps?
Had to go back to the very first time we heard him with Deep Purple, and this is my favourite song from Burn. Fantastic song. I know he's singing it in duo with Glenn Hughes, who's also absolutely brilliant on this track, but there's nothing about this track that's bad. It's just so good. I love the Eastern vibe, the guitar playing. Him and Richie just hit it off big time. It's an amazing song. Absolutely love it, and I'd listen to it now all the time. It's a brilliant track.
And it gives a real boot back into Deep Purple, doesn't it, with Glenn and...
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's Burn is so much better than the previous Deep Purple album that I'm forgetting what it was now. Somebody please tell me what it was.
Who do we think we are?
Yeah. That's correct.
It's
yeah.
so much better than that.
I think
I give them a real kick up the arse when those two came in.
And you met Glenn Hughes a few weeks back?
Yeah, it was excellent.
Okay. So, Mine's Ain't Gonna Cry No More from Ready and Willing, which is the first Whitesnake album I ever got. I was never really sure with a cover. I thought, well, I'm not sure if I'm going to be really into this. I'd heard Fall for Your Loving, but some of the deep cuts on this record are just absolutely brilliant. Ain't Gonna Cry No More. I still listen to that and that album.
Me too.
Every year without fail. I mean,
it's an absolutely brilliant song.
We've all got so many records, right? But there are some you always go back to. And I always go back to this record, and it still sounds absolutely brilliant now. It's Mickey Moody's, probably, if we're honest. It's his masterpiece, isn't it, that song? It's super.
One of the first bits of guitaring I ever learnt, actually.
Wow.
It's so good. So good.
Gav?
Yeah, back to my learning to drum. This was a use of a cowbell in sections of Would I Lie to You? It's just really Coverdale's kind of cheeky, winky personality on this one. You know, there's a few lines, like we said earlier, that we thought were a bit risque at the time, but they're like on this track as well. You know, he's just to get in your pants at the end.
Yeah,
we love that stuff, and it's pure DC, isn't it?
Yeah, we told it as it was. It's a great tune. So should we go to the second one? Jam?
Yeah. Again, this might not be the most obvious one. Again, it evokes, this is how I was feeling at the time. This is the opposite of the Give Me All Your Love, because I know that they're going to break my heart again, because that's what they did. That's how it worked. So again, this one got a lot of coverage at the time. I listened to this a lot for that whole year. But the funny thing is, with DC, his vocals and his lyrics are great. But when I realised all the tracks I was picking, the guitaring is so catchy and so good. The riffing on this, the rhythm guitaring on this is just great. And it's just incessant. It just really gets you. So really good groove. So yeah, again, this is because of I listened to it so much. Not one of the obvious. It wasn't an obvious one off of 1987, in my opinion. But yeah,
Deep Cut from 1987. If there is such a thing, given it sold so many.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gabs?
This is probably another deep cut, because North Winds isn't an album many people are going to go to, but this song is just so good. It's got so many different vibes on it. There's a bit of a Lizzie vibe in it. There's a bit of I mean, if Richie Blackmore heard this, he would have been thinking, why didn't I play this with David? Because it's so good. It's just a real nice little rocker, boogie woogie rocker. And there's some great drumming in it. There's great keyboard playing and great guitar playing. It's just a fantastic song, and I love it to bits.
Okay, good. I think next is me, Carry My Load, again from Ready and Willing. So one of the deep cuts. Again, it's got such a good groove, this tune. If you've not heard it, I'd really encourage you to check it out, whether it's online or stream it, or whether you go and get the vinyl. And you can buy the vinyls in record stores, but particularly around record fairs, for a reasonable price. I mean, you should be able to pick this up for £10 or £15, and it is worth, trust me, every single penny. I think most people would go to Ready and Willing or Fall for Your Loving But it's it's just Carry My Load has just got one of the best grooves ever. Yeah.
Hot Stuff, again, same album, and drum solos, really tricky drum solos in this song. It's quite a fast song. It's probably Whitesnake's fastest song, and I just love it. It's nostalgia as well. You know, if I listen to it now with fresh ears, I probably might not like it as much as I did then, but it just takes me back there. Takes me back to how brilliant Ian Pace is on the whole record and the whole era.
Yeah, it's a great tune. So next one.
If I had to play someone one song by Whitesnake and say, "Oh, listen to this. This is Whitesnake. You'll love David Coverdale." This is the song I would play them, I think, because he just sounds so good. It goes. The thing, Justin Hawkins on Justin Rides Again. Justin Hawkins Rides Again. He did a tribute, which I watched the other day about David Coverdale, and he went into great depth into this song. So once you finish watching this pod, feel free to watch his. And he just sums it up. It's such a great tune, and it's got so much to offer. Yeah, I love it. And I was very surprised that it didn't make it, because we didn't speak with each other about what our top 5 songs. I was surprised that this one didn't feature on you other guys, but perhaps you feel it's a bit overplayed. Don't know.
No, not at all. It's brilliant.
No, I love it.
Prefer the original.
I could have done 25 songs quite easily.
Yeah. No.
Definitely prefer the original to the later version by a long way.
100%.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Really super song.
Yeah, good shout.
Okay, Gaps.
Well, as Jan was just saying, it was a toss-up for me between Fool for Your Lovin' and Ready and Willing, but I went with Ready and Willing because it was my introduction to Whitesnake, and Gav's already showed it on the Axe Attack album, and I still love that song. And I know all the words. I listened to it again today, and I hadn't listened to it for ages, and obviously I knew all the words, just singing along to it, because I listened to it so much in the 80s. Brilliant song, brilliant bass playing, brilliant solo in it as well. Which is so different because it's like 2 overlaid solos on top of each other, one at a high pitch and one at a low pitch. It's absolutely brilliant, and it really showcases the man's vocal, and it's just absolutely brilliant.
One thing we haven't mentioned, which always reminds me of Ready and Willing, is the 1983 video VHS of Commando live from Monsters of Rock, Donington, and it's absolutely brilliant. And the beginning of this, he said, "Are you ready? Are you ready and willing? Because we are." And then just go straight into it. It's super. Absolutely brilliant. And I used to watch that all the time. And they didn't look the trendiest band in the world, but musically, they were on a different level to everyone else out at the time, in my mind.
That was Mel Galley on that, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
In his
I mean, let's face it, they're amazing. They're one of the best bass players of all time, one of the best keyboard players of all time, 2 amazing guitar players,
3 amazing drummers.
Yeah, exactly.
This era.
And don't forget Duck Dowell as well on Trouble, who was also bloody brilliant.
He always used to say, David, that Whitesnake was a banner for top-class musicians to perform under. Just they started having good teeth and big hairdos as they got to the latter 80s, so it did change, and that rhythm and blues feel changed as well. And you can see where my camp was firmly and still is firmly sat, and that's early Whitesnake. So my next offering is Child of Babylon from Come and Get It, and it's soulful. It's just a super song. The way it sort of comes in, real bluesy feel to it. It's a classic.
Mine is North Wind's title track from the solo album. And again, this is referring to his home, I guess, North Winds. But it's just a lovely ballad, I suppose, but kind of sentimental, romantic. I love the production on that album too, but he's just redone that era. So this album you can get new remixes of.
Yeah,
some of them are really good. Some of them I think take away some of the soul. I know the album inside out, so it's difficult to like a new version of it, but he's done some instrumentals and some string only versions of some of these ballads, and they're really good.
Okay, cool. Good to see Northwind's getting a shout on a couple of the choices. Jam, next one.
famously, I've never really not been a bluesy type of fan. So early doors, Whitesnake, there's songs that I love and I appreciate them, but they never spent a lot of time on my turntable. But Love Ain't No Stranger, Slide It In for me. That was this is what it's all about. It's kicking in here. We've got a proper rock band going on. Big change. Everything happened, especially when Johnny Sykes was in the band. But this is just a great rock song. Love Ain't No Stranger. It's got everything. The thing that always amazed me that it wasn't the opener for the album. It felt like it should have been, and that's the only thing I never understood. But it certainly didn't do it any harm, even though was it 4th or 5th on the first side? It's 5th on side 1. Just a really, really great a really great rock song, and again, it's a love song, as are they all.
Yeah, it's super. And do you know my memory of this song from probably 83 or 84 was the Rock in Rio on Whistle Test. And there's an amazing video of DC and Johnny Sykes, like rock gods, just and you just see. I was like, "Why am I watching it? This is just amazing." They looked brilliant. They sounded amazing. Hair everywhere. I mean, you just thought, "My God, this is like the coolest band I've ever seen in my life."
Yeah.
I was watching an interview the other night with Neil Murray, who I just love. I think he's fantastic. I've loved seeing him up and down the country for my life. And he was being talked about, and he was talking about the like you say there, the rock stardom, the Johnny Sykes pin-up guy type thing, David Coverdale, and putting himself down, saying he wasn't in their league. And I was like, he looked great. He looked great. Yeah. He was great. And I wanted to interrupt him on this documentary and say, Neil, you looked great. Your hair was great. You were giving it large. You're a great bass player. But he didn't recognise it. But I suppose that's how it is. And Cozy Powell on drums. What a band.
Lineup. We tend to think of that lineup being 87, apart from the drummer. But obviously it was way before that, because Rio was years before 87, wasn't it? 85.
I think it was.
It was 85. Was it? Oh, it must have been. Yeah, it's me saying. Of course, it wasn't. Yeah, it was. It would have been 85, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So that that lineup did last quite a long time. We just didn't get any albums out of it, apart from the remix of Slide It In.
Because that was the same year that Queen played Rock in Rio as well, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think that's what did as well. Yeah, so
that's what's made me think. Yeah, it was.
And Maiden, and Iron Maiden.
I think Maiden as well. Yeah, it's where Bruce got his head cut open.
That's right. Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Gapp's next
Bailey from Magnum was on keyboards for Whitesnake.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Gapp's next one.
Well, it's got to be Wyman and Song. It was my second introduction to Whitesnake after Ready and Willing off Axe Attack. Gav had kindly recorded this song, and we've spoken about it a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic boogie woogie song with a brilliant piano intro, and it's it's just so good. And then when he says "kiss my ass," and then after that he says "yes indeed," and then whenever we spoke to each other after that for such a long time, if you're going to answer in the affirmative, you always said "yes indeed," and that's what we did back in the day when we were like 12.
Yeah.
And it's so good, and it goes I hesitate to say metal, but it does go metal, and it's just a great rock song, and it just sounds a little bit like Status Quo, but because of the way it's played, but it's a great song. And then you've got the playoff guitar solos in either ear between Mickey Moody and Bernie Marsden. It's an absolutely brilliant song.
Yeah, great tune.
Love it to death.
Got a touch of the Faces about it for me. Why Women and Song.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can see what you're saying there.
Yeah.
But if Francis Rossi of Quo happens to be listening to this pod ever and hears you compare, he'll just be right now running around the room celebrating that his vocals.
I wasn't talking about the vocals. I was talking about the guitar
playing. Don't take it away from me, Francis. You sound great.
Anyway, next one is one of mine, Long Way From Home, on the Mighty Love Hunter album. This is a great tune. Again, brilliant driving tune, brilliant tune if you're traveling on the train. Excellent video to this as well. Always makes me laugh. If you've not seen it, go onto YouTube and watch the video, because Mickey Moody and Bernie Marsden are having the best time ever. They're having
the video, yeah, the mate's amazing, yeah.
It's hilarious. And then you've got DC being really serious, singing it all out, and they're just having maybe they had a couple of shandies, but they're having a great time. And I think, Gav, if I'm not mistaken, the set was set up as in Rome, because for some reason they thought the song was
Long Way from Rome.
Yeah, the director thought the song was called Long Way from Rome. So there's all these columns and things in the back, total pillock.
Maybe that's why they were laughing, but it's great.
Yeah.
It's just a really good drive-in tune. A nice bit of R&B. Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm getting the I'm the ballad guy on this one because Time and Again is classic from the same album as North Winds. It's really just vocal and electric piano, I think it is.
No guitar on this one.
No, and this is one of the ones that's been revamped. Again, mentioned that earlier.
But
So yeah, it's just such a lovely song. He's so good at doing these heart-wrenching ballads because his voice is so good. Because he's a great lyricist. You don't need anything else. It's excellent, and I've always loved that song. Learned to play it on the keyboard at one point as well.
Awesome. Very good. Not on the cornet though.
No, not on the cornet.
We'll save that for another time. Right, next song.
There we go. To complete my 5 love songs. Don't Break My Heart Again. It's amazing.
It's a little life story here.
Yeah, you're going to break my heart again. Don't break my heart again.
I know. Look at I'm mad, but there you go. Don't care. It's all good. It's just such a great bouncy song. I love the bass. It's pure Whitesnake, the bass, and the keyboards in this. I really love the keyboard sound as well. But it's his voice. It just comes through on this. This for me. I wanted to make sure I got something in there as well to sum up. So I wasn't completely being so basic with my 1987 and slide it in and my hit single. I wanted something a little bit more real. And this is an absolutely great song. So yeah, Don't Break My Heart Again makes my 5 songs up.
Cool. Gaps?
Well, what can you say about Slow and Easy? It's just such a great song. This is my real first introduction to buying a whole album by this band. And I'll never forget it. We went to Kilvrew. Did we all go to Kilvrew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Did you not go?
No, I went on holiday with Mum and Dad.
Anyway, it was a sort of adventure place that we went as school children in about, was it 1980? Yeah, it must have been 1984, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And this album was playing throughout all the dorms all the way, and this song just resonates so much for me. Love the clapping in it and the way it goes slow, and it just such a great song. The whole album's brilliant, but this is the one I pick off it.
Yeah, great tune.
As a bassist, does that would have, I would imagine, this has got great bass line, hasn't it, Gaps? Would this not have been influencing you at the same time, the whole bass thing?
Well, everything about this song is pretty easy, to be fair, but his vocals in this song are just off the scale. It's absolutely amazing. That's why I picked it. I picked it for the vocal, really.
Okay.
Cool. Next one, probably an unusual one, given I've been choosing some of the old ones. I never really liked Gambler. Gav and I were talking about this.
I love Gambler. It's brilliant.
I never liked it initially, but I absolutely love it now. I play it loads. It's got such a good vibe. There's the advert for Castle Donington at the bottom. So this was a pre-release to Monsters of Rock 83. It's just a really great tune. It just comes in. I've been mistreated for 1,000 years. Brilliant. And it just has such a great
record.
Cozy Powell on this is just, I mean, that's the thing, the drums, everything, the vocals.
He's so understated on this album. He does everything brilliantly.
Yeah. It's almost perfect for me. So the drumming on that album is just perfection. Absolutely brilliant.
Did you show that, Dill?
Yeah. This one, yeah. Is yours, mine different to yours?
Yeah.
Mine's got Castle Donington at the bottom.
Who's it? Yeah, but look at who it's produced by. It's utter bollocks. It wasn't. It was Martin Birch.
But was that not the American one? Was that produced because it was?
No, they're both Martin Birch. I've just checked the picture disc. It doesn't mention Eddie Kramer at all.
Wow. Well, it's definitely produced by. If you go into the label as well, Gav, it is Whitesnake and Eddie Kramer.
Yeah, and on this it just says Eddie Kramer. How weird.
Yeah.
From the forthcoming album. So maybe he got sacked and they got
binned him off.
Yeah, really did it again.
If you know about that, tell us below. I've never noticed that before. And I love a bit of Eddie Kramer. Kiss and Anthrax fame. Yeah. Among the living. Yeah, and just ending up with another soppy bugger. Soldier of Fortune. Again, very, very similar to the last two. And I don't know why I've picked so many ballads, but it's not because I don't like the rockers. I clearly do. But this one from the Deep Purple album, Stormbringer, it's great. It's such a brilliant song, and probably up in my top ever songs, not just of Whitesnake. Check it out.
And again, on that 83 Commando video from Monsters Rock 1983, they do so. He does Soldier of Fortune.
He does a little bit at the beginning, doesn't he?
It's absolutely incredible. And there's a guy in the crowd that clearly he's trying to look like David Coverdale. He's got all the hair as well. He's singing along. Oh, it's just absolutely.
I've forgotten about that. Yeah, he does a little vignette.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Absolutely super. And there's a big Union Jack flying down the front, down in the pit. Well, it was all a pit back in those days, but yeah, good days. Great song that, Gav. So there you have it. So there's our 20 songs. Not one of us have chosen the same song, and we haven't done that that's just happened. So
yeah, it's organic.
The quality of his back catalogue for us four to choose 5 different songs each is just incredible, and he has got an amazing back catalogue. I mean, these songs are brilliant, and as we've all said, we go back and listen to these songs loads. So, Mr. Coverdale, you will be missed for sure, and
absolutely.
You've been a big part of my life for sure in terms of music that I've listened to and been influenced by it, and I also like the fact that he's in touch with his fans through, and just generally through on social media. He's really funny as well. Shares loads of jokes, and just comes across as a really nice guy. Not someone I've ever met, sadly.
No.
But yeah, he's an absolute legend, and in my mind, he's one of the greatest rock stars of our time for sure.
100%, mate.
So on that note,
my poster will fall over.
Yeah. I want to tribute.
That was Mr. Coverdale zapping Amon Amarth. Anyway, so just leaves us to say, Mr. Coverdale, we wish you well. And again,
we certainly do. Enjoy your retirement. It's really nice to be able to tribute to someone that's still with us.
100%. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
So I hope you get to see this, Dave. And thanks for everything.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's a tribute for David Coverdale. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you're going to tell us your memories and your favourite songs. Please just get involved, because you all have different favourite songs for different reasons, right? So please share those and get involved in the comments. Now, if you want to, I don't think we've got any Whitesnake on the channel. I was too busy singing along by that last song to take any long videos. I might see if I can find a short, but it might be landscape, because I think I took a couple of little shorts just because the crowd was so good and they were singing along. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff on there, from Michael Schenker, as per the guitar, in the PowerAge, to Status Quo, to Volbeat, only a couple of weeks ago, Mike Tramp and White Lion, Foreigner from that gig, and Europe from that gig, from the Whitesnake gig.
Back to the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, we've got loads of stuff on there, so check it out. And like we said before, 3 million people cannot be wrong. So you're following a good crowd if you get involved with our live chat. If you want to get in contact with us on socials, you can on Tales from the PowerAge at Facebook. We're on X on Tales from the PowerAge at TTFTPR. So please give us a follow and have a chat with us on there. We're on TikTok, keeping it real. So we upload a bunch of shorts on there for the metal community. So again, if you want to get involved in that, please. I can't keep up with all the likes and messages on that. It's just, I think I need to be a bit younger or hand it over to the kids to manage some of that stuff. It's way over my head. Bluesky, we're on there as well. We're on Instagram on Tales from the PowerAge. You can get some merch, and cheers, Leon, for sporting that magnificent T-shirt.
Yeah, well done. That was awesome.
Looks amazing, mate. Looks absolutely awesome. You get that from Tales from the PowerAge at myspreadshop.co.uk, and there's some great merchandise, and the quality's superb as well. And then finally, if you want to know a bit more about us, you can on www.talesfromthepowerage.com. That's tribute to David. We'll be doing a tribute to us soon at this rate. Anyway, that's tribute to David Coverdale. Hope you enjoyed that. See you soon. Bye.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I thought it was Robin Hood's Bay or somewhere like that he was from.
No, that's my dad. He's from
Legend in his own lunchtime.
wish my dad was David Coverdale.
Fair enough.